'Tis the season to tap out. Fa la 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 la. Hi everyone, welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the HotToys newly released 1/6 scale Reva from the Disney Plus Star Wars TV show Obi-Wan Kenobi. Wasn't the biggest fan of that particular show. I thought there were some really strong parts, mostly all the scenes with Vader, the Vader in that village when he was basically walking around choking people, killing people, all that kind of stuff. I really loved when he grabbed the rebel ship and pulled it back down. The fight scenes between him and Reva were pretty good, and I gotta love the interaction and acting between himself. And for a show that struggled a bit with writing, I thought the script was really good when the two eventually faced off on that planet with the kind of very kind of cinematic kind of, had like rocks and stuff like that. It was dark, and then of course that only highlighted the colors of the lightsabers, the red and the blue. And I thought, you know, the fight scenes were quite good, and especially I think we all wanted to see it, the live action version of that split battle damage Vader, which is, I'm sure that's going to be an absolute banger of a figure. Really looking forward to that. Actually, the only thing I'm going to pick up from the show. But love the interaction between Obi-Wan and Vader, or Anakin, especially with the half-open mask, when you could kind of hear Hayden Christensen coming through, but you can also hear the mask failing as well. So look, overall, thought the show was okay. Didn't think it was an absolute disaster. This particular character I didn't care for, but I gotta say this was one of the figures that I was looking forward to a lot to see how it would come out, because if we just take a look at this prototype first of all. So these are the prototype images. This is not the final product, but we will get to the final product. This is $260. It has gone to waitlist, but it's out now, available now in Hong Kong. It has been released. I'm sure Sideshow will get there soon enough. And this head sculpt looks stunning. Like, this is the prototype images, okay? So this is not the actual product. Just looking at one on the right here, it looks absolutely stunning. This is, as the Collecting Weekly guys would say, a shrink ray. This is a shrunken down version of Moses Ingram. What the? I went back there, sorry. Anyway, I'd said pretty much all I want to say, and I'll click back into it. Give me a second. There you go. See that head sculpt again? Like, that's Moses Ingram any day of the week. Absolutely stunning. Really love, even like, this is sculpted hair, and it looked, prototype anyway, it looked like it was actually rooted and then braided like that. It looks very lifelike. I think they absolutely nailed this. This is like this and Aragorn and that Tom Holland final swingsuit Spider-Man, you know, head sculpt, especially with the updates. Fantastic stuff. But this is what we actually got. Now, I like a lot of collectors and a lot of content creators, YouTubers, whatever you want to call us. You know, I'm in a few WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, whatever, and someone messaged and they were kind of saying, no, I think there's a gap between this and the prototype. And my first thing I saw this morning when I saw it, and I was like, no, that's pretty good. And I was like, wow, that looks good. But again, it was just like a quick look, 2 seconds, saw 1 or 2 photos on the phone. So this is my actual real first impression of it from, you know, with the actual laptop. Haven't taken a look at these photos so far. So I definitely can see Moses Ingram here, no question whatsoever. I think just at least this sculpt anyway, looks like Moses Ingram to me. Maybe slightly different. There's something I can't put my finger on about the sculpt from here and here. Like, that's definitely more like Moses Ingram. So from what I can see here, I think there has been a bit of a downgrade. But look, we'll take a look. Looks pretty strong to me. I'm trying to see what is different about it. Hard to tell. Pretty damn good though. I think it's pretty good. Outfit is pretty clean looking. I mean, it's supposed to be weathered. I think the Inquisitors, for the most part, were pretty clean looking. Yeah, as in the prototype here. Like, this is literally the prototype. This is the final product. There's no battle damage. There's no weathering. I mean, they are like, you know, what would you consider Imperial, I suppose. So they have money behind them. So, you know, they get battle damage, they get rid of it and get a new one. They're highly funded. You've got the lightsaber as well. It is USB, but to be honest, I think those USB ones are absolute rubbish. I'm a CCFL guy so far anyway. I've got a few of them so far, doing well. I like the option that I come into the room, just click one button, they turn on. I suppose you can do these with them, as you can do the exact same thing with these HotToys USB powered ones as well. But let's face it, they're not great. They light up at the bottom. They don't light up the end. They don't actually look like lightsabers, whereas the CCFLs do look like lightsabers. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. I've heard, depending on who makes them for you, they can melt, they can short out, they can get too hot and overheat. I haven't had any of those issues. I get mine off Art 15 Custom. Don't get any kickback from it, but I've had them for the last 6 months. Pretty good. Sometimes I leave them on for a few hours. Put them on medium heat, no problem. But my point is, when I walk into the room, I see a saber. The first thing I see an actual lightsaber. It's lit all the way to the end. There's a tiny bit at the end that's unlit, but because your eye is naturally drawn to the brightest part of like a photo or a scene, your eye is drawn to the saber. It actually looks beautiful. Anyway, that's just my opinion. They're my 2 cents. Now, I don't think these USB power lightsabers are any use. However, it is a step in the right direction. I'd rather have a USB powered lightsaber than the battery powered lightsabers or no lightsabers. Anyway, so the armor looks good from what I can see here. Yeah, it's like, it's not, I suppose with the promo pics, I think they should probably show the actual photos of the USB lightsabers lit up. I think that's better for advertising because you're showing exactly what you want to get. The blogger photos, they're going to take some liberties. I get that. I mean, those blogger photos for the Batman, the Robert Pattinson one that was released during the week looked outstanding. And they're trying to showcase what you could do with photography, I suppose, with the figure. But look, the lightsaber, especially if you're new to HotToys, they're 100% not going to look like these. Oh yeah, I didn't reference the fact that my detolfs are gone. 5 detolfs sold. The 5 detolfs, the 5 Luke-like kits, the 3 Calyx risers I was using, and the 6 Jenna boxes which fit into the 2-hold Calyxes, all gone, sold to one person, hassle-free. The guy bidded on them, gave me the asking price, just a little bit below the asking price for the detolfs, and then was curious about the lights, and I did him a deal with the lights and everything. Came yesterday, picked them up, gone. So I'm getting ready. Over the next few weeks, you're going to see some big changes. And no, I'm not getting module cases. Right, so these two together, I got to say, if you're a fan of the show and you're a fan of the Grand Inquisitor and you're a fan of Reva, these look great together. I think, yeah, absolutely. They look great together as well. I'm a Trooper collector. Not big fan of the Purge Trooper design, to be quite honest. I think the red and black looks good, but I don't know what it is. It's just not calling to me. Maybe it's because I think they originated in game. I'm not a gamer, haven't played the game, so I don't really have any background on that. Yeah, as in, I think this looks good. I think there's been a downgrade from the head sculpt, but I think this product is closer to the prototype for Reva than the Hugh Jackman 1973 Wolverine was to the actual product was to the prototype there. So I think they've got the likeness of Moses Ingram better here, and it's closer to the prototype of this than the 1973 Wolverine product was to the prototype of the 1973 Wolverine. I think this looks more like Moses Ingram than the 1973 Wolverine looks like Hugh Jackman. And I'm getting the 1973 Wolverine because it's basically a triple threat, whereas this isn't, because I didn't particularly like the character and the show didn't blow me away while I liked aspects of it, but she wasn't one of the parts I liked, to be quite honest. However, this actress got like an amount of abuse, an amount of disgusting abuse online, which is completely wrong and mind-baffling. Like, I don't understand why people go there. You either like the character, you don't have to kind of personally attack the actor or actress or the sculptor or whatever, but yeah. And the direction they took her in the show, that's not even her fault. That's like Deborah Chow or whoever directed it or wrote it. There has been a downgrade. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair critique. There has been a downgrade, but not in the suit. I think the suit looks good. I think it's pretty much what I can see. If you look at how clean the suit is here, the armor, there's no weathering, there's no chipping. Proportions look the same. The head sculpt, I think the head sculpt looks good. That looks great. The cape looks good. It's really simple. It's a strange cape. It's not like a big, Batman Begins type cape or even a Vader cape. It's just like kind of a neat triangular-ish kind of a cape. I quite like it. The proportions look good here. That's stunning looking. I think that's really good. I really like the sculpted hair as well. It looks rooted. The braids to me look rooted. Like, they're getting better and better at sculpted hair. Yeah. Again, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. $260 on waitlist on Sideshow. It was never one I was going to pick up, but it was one of the ones I was really interested in seeing because the prototype was so good. I think they've delivered a great Reva. Maybe a small step down from the prototype, but all not, like, look at that. That's Moses Ingram any day of the week. Yeah, I think it's very strong, and I think if you're into this character and into the show, then you're going to be very happy today. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking this up or not. You can also follow me on Instagram and X. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.